Hi everyone, it's Arwen from Arwen's Thermomix, and today is Taco Tuesday. Didn't you know it? I'm doing recipes from the Time Saving meal plan, and I'm doing a live Facebook video and also a video for my YouTube because I need some more TM7 videos out there. I've been Thermomixing for so long and I need to get started with this recipe and then I can chat to you as much as I like. So we're actually going to skip past the cheese part because we can do that with our new cutter. And if you have a look at the previous video on Facebook, I did actually make my own taco seasoning. So there's a little bit still left in the bowl. So it's asking now to pop in our 2 little bits of garlic, 2 cloves of garlic. And then we'll press next. And that's going to chop those. So once the lid's on, it activates and we can play. Tell me what you're having for dinner tonight. If you're on Facebook Live and it says do not scrape the sides of the bowl. We're going to pop in our brown onions that have been cut into wedges. Oh, I should have showed you what it looked like. Yeah, you don't have bowl vision, do you? There we go. And we're going to weigh in our oil, so we'll just re-tear that, and we want 20 grams of olive oil. Okay, and it's going to go on to the high heat function in just a moment. You should be able to hear the sizzling sounds. Pop the lid on and then we'll just press next and we'll press play. So it'll stir it to start with, and then you'll notice that it stops as it heats up to the high temperature of 160 degrees. And then when it's hot enough, you'll start to hear it sizzle. So you can now get that browning and caramelization of the onions. And you can, on the TM7, you can use the high heat function separately. So you can use it just as a function, and you have intense and also gentle high heat mode. So, and the TM7 has tips on what to use each of those for. So for mushrooms and that sort of thing, you'd use the gentle, and yeah, for high heat, you'd use the meat. I think we're actually going to be using it for our taco mince here. Now, who has had tacos recently? It's been such a long time since I've had taco shells. I normally like to make my own tortilla, like the flour ones or the corn ones, and there's some great recipes on Cookie Dough for that. But otherwise, yeah, it's going to be a delicious meal. Also, taco bowls are very popular as well, with some corn chips on the side, and make some red rice, which is another great recipe that's on Cookie Dough. So this is the taco seasoning I just made earlier, and I've put a different twist on it. So I had some granulated dried garlic with some pepperberry, so I thought that would be a nice addition to my taco seasoning. And instead of the regular chili, I used smoked chipotle, so I love that smoky flavour. Oh, can you see this beautiful smoke coming up? So it's a bit of steam coming out, and I wish you could smell it too, because there is that tiny bit of the taco seasoning in there, and it's starting to smell amazing. So if you are watching, say hi on Facebook Live. I've got 500 grams of mince there. You can do 20 to 30 grams of your taco seasoning. And I've got 50 grams of tomato paste. And I've just got about 70 grams of water as well. So that's all we need. Now, the other ingredients in the spice mix, there was garlic and onion, so just the dried or powdered, and there was oregano, there was smoked paprika, cumin, which I love, so I always heat up the whole spices for the cumin, and so I do that and then wait till it cools down and then mill it up on a speed 10 so you get amazing flavour. Oh, you can hear that sound. So we've just got 1 more minute to go. But yeah, the theme for this week is time saving with your Thermomix, And certainly when you have got your spice mixes already done, it's even easier and quicker. But I mean, it was so quick to make that taco seasoning anyway, so yeah, it's really good. So I think the next part of the recipe is going to be popping in the meat perhaps. We'll just have a look, but don't you love that sound, that sizzling sound with the TM7? Yeah, it's pretty awesome, that's for sure. And I've got to check the avocados that I have, but I'll probably make my own guacamole and serve it with these beautiful tomatoes. I don't know if you can see that I got these from some of my friends and also from the market. They are just gorgeous right now. It's definitely tomato season. And there's also some great vegetarian options instead of using the meat. So we're going to chop it. So I'll just see if I can show you. Woo, yeah, show you that. And yeah, sometimes it does look like it's burnt. So it is a bit caramelized there, but that is all flavor. So we're just going to scrape that down and give that a chop. And we'll get on to the next step. I love garlic. Okay, so then it says chop. Of course you have to have cheese with your tacos, don't you? You've got to have cheese. Let me know what you always have with your tacos or what you had growing up with your tacos. Like my mum would always have like grated carrot with ours as well. I don't think it's very traditional. So we'll have our chopped garlic and onion there with all that beautiful flavour. Okay, so now we'll pop in, it says to only put in half of the beef mince. So that's a new name for beef mince. Bince. So, oh, I've actually put a little bit more in, but that's okay. And a little bit more of that olive oil. So we'll give that a tick off. Because I didn't get the right amount, it didn't tick it off, so I had to tick it off myself. And now we'll just weigh in a bit more of that oil. 20 grams of olive oil. So, beautiful. And we'll pop the lid on again and just press next, and then we'll press play. So that will heat up for about 5 minutes. So I mean, it's not a riveting live video, but yeah, if you want to know some of the other things that I've already cooked this week for time saving, I can tell you about those while this starts to heat up. So what did we make? Oh, yesterday I made a loaf of white bread. I was meant to make it on the weekend and it was so delicious that it's almost all gone. Where is it actually? I'll go get it for you. Oh, yeah, just a moment. This is how much is left, and it has probably only been in the world for around just over 24 hours. So it was so amazing. Just show you that. But now it'll be great for toasting. What else did we make? Oh, I made the Chiang Mai noodles with chicken. That was really delicious. I think next time I make it, I would make the cookie dough noodles, the egg noodles on cookie dough, because I love homemade noodles. Yeah, it's just one of my things that I love. But yeah, the flavours, and I also made the Thai red paste, curry paste. That was really easy and delicious as well. And I'm sure there's other things that I've made that I've forgotten already. Oh, porridge. I made quick porridge. So there is it in the plan to make a cater, which is fresh coconut, almonds, dates and apple, but I cannot find any fresh coconut right now in Hobart. So if you do know where a fresh coconut is, that's not a young one, please let me know so I can make it for you to see. But it's absolutely delicious. I might have to just use some dried coconut for that recipe maybe in the next few days if I can't find the fresh coconut. But it is a fun plan to be doing. Yeah, saving time. A lot of my customers, I did a poll in my customer group on Facebook and asked what was the most important thing for my customers when they're cooking or menu planning, and more people said that they want to save time. So yeah, it's definitely something that's really important, and I think part of that is being organised, which I'm not too good at normally, but using the Cookie Do menu planning is really good, and then also just pre-making those spice mixes and things on the weekend when you have a little bit more time to get you ready for the week. I don't think I'm telling anyone anything they didn't already know. Okay, we're almost there. Yeah, so, and tell me what you normally like to have in your tacos as well. I've made a delicious fermented relish as well, so fermented salsa. Let me get that for you, just a minute. I've got it in my cupboard. Well, I've actually made 2 of them yesterday with the really ripe tomatoes, and they're just so sweet. So this is a quirky cooking recipe, and you are meant to let it ferment. Well, it smells good already. Ferment for a few days. So I just made it yesterday, but it's so delicious, even just with corn chips and that sort of thing. So that's something else that I'm going to serve with my tacos for Taco Tuesday. Yeah, so that's a good one. And of course, cheese, sour cream, some lettuce, and I've even got some cucumber. I don't know how people feel about that, if you would use cucumber, and some hopefully guacamole if my avocados are nice ones. We're almost getting there. We've got 1 minute left. There we go. I'm just trying to put the cap back on there again. And yeah, so it is good to get it up to that high heat and see everything that's going on there. Now, you also probably heard about the second bowl set being available now this week. It's so exciting because the TM7 hasn't even been available to buy in Australia for a year. It'll be coming up soon to that anniversary. However, yeah, you can now buy a second bowl set with your TM7 for an additional $1.99, which is an amazing offer. Yeah, so I'm very excited. I've already had a couple of customers that have taken it up, and they are very excited to get their TM7 with an extra bowl set. If you've already got your TM7, you can book a cooking experience next month in April, and you'll be able to access the second bowl set at a cheaper price. Ooh, here we go. So I love the sound of that sizzling. Ooh. Now, hopefully I don't steam up the screens there, but that smells great. I'm loving that. There's a few chunky bits of the onion. Now it says transfer to a bowl and set aside, and then it wants us to cook the extra meat. Now I'm going to do that a bit later because you've already seen what that is about. So if we need to skip a step, we just scroll through and then we make it our current step. So then it says to put both lots of beef mince together, and we're going to click on the 3 dots and set as current step. And this is where it asks us to pop in the tomato paste. So we've got 50 grams in there. And then we also want our water. So 70 grams. Oh, did you hear that little tick? 70 grams of water. Yeah, perfect. Oh, maybe 1 gram over, that's all right. And I still get the ticks for Taco Tuesday, and also our taco seasoning. So I'm just popping that in. You can use anywhere from 20 to 30 grams for that. High fives all round. There we go. And then we'll press next. And it's popping it on reverse. I'm going to cook that for 3 minutes. So you can just see how easy it is to bring that together. And then if you do have a cutter, you could use your cutter to grate your cheese, or, you know, any of the other things that you're wanting to serve with your tacos. So Happy Thermomixing, everyone. I will see you soon. I will be posting a picture of my delicious tacos for you to see, and I hope you try this recipe or something similar soon. Other ideas that we were talking about, vegetarian options. There's a Mexican pulled jackfruit that is absolutely delicious, filling for tacos or burritos or that sort of thing, tortillas, or taco bowls. And there's also black bean mole. So I had a Mexican night with my friends on Friday. So if you scroll down on Facebook, you'll see all of the delicious vegetarian Mexicanish food that we made for that. It was really delicious. So anyway, happy Thermomixing, everyone. I will see you soon, and have fun with your TM7, your TM6, your TM5 or your TM31, saving lots of time, and get your unbelievable second bowl set with your TM7 if you're about to order. Bye. See you on Facebook.